Hey, here in the lane, one of our pro-am guys. Here with Michael. How's the car going so far, mate?
Love watching him drive, you know, his earlier exploits here all the time. I know that. We're good. Yeah, did that last lap. Something like that there today, shorty low. As a professional driving thing, the last thing you want to do on your day is always, you know, work. But I mean, I think, you know, you want to steer something in, you can steer something quick. You're not going to reject the opportunity, but Warren Love's really bringing it all for us. So that's back to that. Let's say you're coming through a story about that.
Bad in the regs either, are you?
No, and we're lucky for the people that know all over the world. We talk in the one breath about the 2JZ and the RB, but you heard about the Barra. Have you heard about the Aussie Barra? Oh, yeah. So we're going to keep the Aussie, you know, if we're going to throw it, he's in good shape, Slady, too, and you know what, you can just keep your hand in, you know, if you're not steering around the supercars or any other car that he can get into. When you've got opportunities like the Extreme GTR and then, you know, Taniki, it's not a bad day at the office, is it?
Yeah, and they've got a lot of the team's got a lot to live up to. It's a two-time champion looking for a third, and with a double entry, so they've got to run that thing. I'd really like to still do on that car if we get a chance.
This is one that I think will.
You really don't want to be that much on the ground. You unload the aero and you ground it out. They're probably just never been in a truck this fast, and they'll probably have to
It's a hero Curacao because he is still attempting to put one hell of a banzai run in here. It's got someone and let's keep it on. I'm sure his wheel spin out of that car. You can hear him really having to lift the throttle there, but that is pushing. Keep an eye on the error on this car as it comes down the right straight. As well, so it'll be a little quicker for Curacao. He'd already got a, well, he's on a fire. Curacao goes minute 30, 124. Minute 30, 124. He wants to lead here in our cars coming past as well, including Drew Hall with the Croydon skyline. Check this out. Every day of the week between 600 and 800. This is Richard Frenetti, of course, the VR38 VR.
it. Now, we've got a red flag for some reason, which we're going to get to the bottom of, I am sure. But look, all we saw there was one flying lap. Just checking our numbers here. Perini went 1 minute 30.626. Minute 31.24 was Kurakara. Oh no, it's not. It's Mitsuyoshi Nishio. It's off the track, and that might be towards 4. That one. So that's not a good place for him to be, because he's a long way from home right there. Whether the thing has completely lost power, if he can get that track empty, he might be able to, if the thing was to fire all the way up, that is a 2,000 horsepower car. Can you use 2,000 horsepower in that sort of rear-wheel drive configuration? Probably not everywhere. Can you use a little bit on the main straight? Absolutely. We're just towing off one of our international visitors, which is a shame. But hey, Warren Luff, you've got more info down in the pits. Down the track, and you know, this is part of our brief when we come to these events, is that we've got to give these people what they want, and they want to hear these things as well. As much as visually appealing they are, and the engineering's off the planet, you've got to hear what they sound like as well. There's, you know, cars have a soul, and sometimes the noise is part of that soul, and no doubt.
Did you walk up?
Just reflecting back to that minute 18, how much that's a little emerging story that you can't take up all day. Is to say, well, who's now an American lap rapper? There's still a few out there. Some bragging rights that haven't heard. And you have the 2 fastest cars in the US right here on our soil right now. You know, you yourself, so we're in a very, very healthy. The fastest American year so far. So I know we'd like to put both hands on that trophy. Let's do it. If you do that, someone's alright. It'll be 2 miles for the big fella. Maybe half you post on the Motorsport tonight. That's how I really cricket.
some of these, videos that you see from some YouTubers, where it's like, isn't it weird that it's the one automobile in one part of the world, it's a hood and a trunk, and over here it's a bonnet and a boot. You know what I mean? How did that end up that way?
Well, didn't we invent the car?
Yeah, you did.
So, ha.
Yeah, I know. All right. So,
you gotta give it to us.
So we should be calling it the hood and trunk.
Correct,
well, let's call it the hood and the trunk then, But when Andrew Brilliant goes, look, I like the way the bonnet comes off as well. Hello? Hey, good on you.
Too much time on the phone with Ian Baker.
I shouldn't say it's easy, but it's definitely achievable. It's a real thing. Mind you, if you want to make 1,000 plus with an SR20, they're doing it here as well. Mitsuyoshi Nishio, new engine swap last night. Here we go. I want to see this wild guy go. He's going banzai into Advan turn 1, and so good to see this car back because it's the fastest thing around Scuba just about, isn't it?
It's one of the faster cars in Scuba, yeah.
Like, it actually didn't give Under's record a touch up there, did he go close?
Not quite there, but he's really going fast, yeah. He's good mates with Under as well.
So we've got Nishio, Kartumi and Kurikawa, Jeremiah Burton. It's a who's who out there. Jeremiah's done his stuff. It's now whether Nishio can do it. Davidson, Perini, they're all in there. Can Nishio get a good number in here? It's got plenty. It's got plenty, and I think it did go 52 at Scuba, didn't it? It's a 52.
Yeah, 52, I think, yeah.
52's not mucking around, and, it's a little bit of a sleeper, Don't let the green paint fool you. They're a crazy team, too. They're typifying that Japanese spirit.
He's putting it all out there right now.
He's a good driver. He is a good driver. He got that thing fair and square nailed out of turn 8, and that's making all the horsepower that a brand new SR20's bound to make. But can the boys keep the thing together for the rest of the afternoon? I love to see it. Nishio-san really throws that into the last corner. He asked whether the front end can bite enough, and it does. Cracks a few more gears in the transmission, and he is on his way for his first flying lap after a bunch of trouble. Here he comes, 31.01. 31.015, and I know Mitsuyoshi will have a little bit more now that he's got a settler in, but that's, give this man a 20 by the end of the day as well. Let's hope. But that was a pretty good effort for, really no real laps that we've seen out of the car.
And an overnight engine, so.
Yeah, and an overnight engine. That's the third lap around that we've recorded on timing for the event for that car. So that's, they've had a disappointing lead up from yesterday, but it's good that the thing showed a lot of potential early on in the piece, and you could just tell by his body language, he was throwing that thing through. S13, an Exige and a 35. Nearly not one car identical except for the Silvia out of that. So 2 Silvias in there. But look at this one. This is one of the King Silvias, I call it.
King Silvias.
He's ready to go, Nishio's son. He's going to have a go here. Mitsuyoshi Nishio. All we want these guys to do is have some happy laps. All right, he hits trap speed. He goes minute 29. 093 gets a minute 29.
Fantastic.
Nishio's son gets a 29. You know you're someone when you can get a minute 20-something around here. 265 kilometres an hour trap speed. And Nishio's son got one in.
Does that put him in the fastest Japan car this year?
Oh, I think so. 29.093. He's still having a go here, so maybe those slicks are still giving him the love if he's on them. Because remember, that's an option. You don't have to run them.
You don't have to, yeah.
You know, if you want to stay on the 50s, you can. I don't know, what was he running what was he running at Scuba?
Almost everyone there is either still running those, or there's some guys on Hoosiers. Kind of like an unwritten rule to have a DOT.
Yeah, right. Well, look, he had a bit of a go there, and then we saw, looks like we got a little bit of red and a checkered flag to close the session out. But Nishio's son, you know what, when he comes down pit lane, hopefully we can keep our eyes on him here just for a bit longer because the session is formally closed. But I'd love to...
Actually, we want to live through there on turn 1 because that cement, when you first went out and that first time that you came down, it actually gave the viewer and myself a great view of how the aero in this car looks.
Up to. I'm hearing a lot of VR38 under. Yes, let's see what Perini does now with another shot at it. Already provisionally on the second step. front wheel drive, 60 new tyres on the front wheel with service. This Subaru is fourth. Ready to go to half time. Flash, ready to go to half time.
Is the best love you can feel. If that's the closest thing to love that you can feel, well, give me more of that then.
Pile it on me.
Pile it on me. Over here. All right, it's going to be Pro-Am, and I am wishing big things for this man. This man might just be a guy we need to know more of, because then we can speak of him in the same way as we speak about Tarzan Yamada, Keiichi Tsuchiya, and everyone else under Suzuki, every other legend that we've met from the land of the rising sun. They have constructed this S13. Let's just hear what Nishio-san's got. He's going to throw it all into this SR20 this time. Mind you, I don't know, I'm hearing some popping and some stuff. Hearing stuff maybe not happy. I hope that's not true.
Just barking flames out of the side, really fuely. Have they got the wick turned right up? Oh, it's such an incredible piece of machinery. I mean, I've been running around everywhere this weekend, but this is an absolute treat to watch these epic cars do battle in the final shootout.
The thing is still popping there. I don't know whether that's just light throttle. You know, sometimes these things on light throttle don't play the game, and that full throttle they do. But he hasn't really sped up, gone up to speed here. Hasn't gone up to speed. But let's just see now that's under full power. We might even grant the man. I know that rules are rules. Rules are rules, and but we still might grant the man another option at that. I know that internationally we'd love to just say, look, if that's something relatively simple that you think it is.
owners wires fucking right. They're going to fucking anything. They want a bad cut.
I did that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.